Yeah, from the looks of it, EG need to wake the heck up and jump into this map. We're looking at the second map of the series. Unsa, make a little bit of noise. Let's get into this map. Let's get this matchup back on track. Evil Geniuses, Mousesports, and Henry G in the machine.
That's the name, and this is the game. Will we see 3? The analysts not so sure. Never seen Evil Geniuses beat Mousesports. They've met twice this year. We haven't seen Inferno before though, Hank. This is the first look of a new trick up EG's sleeve.
Yeah, but the problem is they'll start on the T side here. Will it work out for them? Time will tell. They never really got going on the first map. A trade, a bit of a non-starter for them. And what's the plan here? They'll have themselves 2 smokes, a Molotov, a few flashbangs here, and a 4-man stack from Mousesports towards the B side of the map here. So they've got something in mind here. It's just going to be one player towards the A side of the map. That's going to be Rops, and he's got 3 players in the apartments to deal with here. Bomb still down towards T-spawn, and there's a Defuse kit available for Kerrigan. A lot of pressure towards Rops at this point, but a very slow approach from EG. But they're starting to posture towards the B bomb side through the underpass. They're making their way over, Alex. They could be walking into the Lion's Den.
Kerrigan, he's taking a glance at his notebook, and perhaps this is the read. Because they haven't moved, they haven't wavered, they haven't gone aggressive. Kerrigan's been holding a flashbang this whole time.
At this point as well, you've got 5 players on this side of the map. You have to commit, you can't even fall back. Smokes will come through, and they've got 4 CTs on the other side.
Oh, he pulls the trigger. He held his ground, frozen. Eventually, patience prevails. Into the site they go, though. The smokes work, but for how long? Chris J will manage to chip away at 1. Kerrigan around the smoke. A quick conclusion. 4-man stack, patience from Mouse, and it works so damn well.
Again though, Alex, where's the default? Where's the map control? Where's the suggestion? There was nothing there. They didn't even probe middle. They went for apartments and straight back towards B. I'm not seeing much tactical depth here. If you're going to run those sort of executions, you have to take vision away from the CTs. You have to get them second guessing. They had 4 players there, no one active at all towards B, and just wait for the execution to come through, which it does, and it's a clean sweep there from Mousesports. They look very comfortable indeed. No bomb planted. It will have to be the Forespire with just the pistols here. And EG, they need a good start on this round. They're not going to get it though. It's Voxic once again, just taking bodies with this scout. It's going to be Circ removed, who hasn't had a good game so far. A stunning HE towards the logs inflicts further damage here, and the 5-on-4 could quickly fall apart here for EG, I should say.
Yeah, it's going to be a flash and force to Voxic off the line. They do have Chris J though as a contingency plan. Rops responsible for 2 different avenues of assault. He just have to glance between the 2 of them, holding short and towards the balcony. Tarek, though, doesn't really have the weapon for that job. He'll fall off. Stan flashed in towards the banana control. Will seize it. Frozen, as soon as he sees them, he'll be the one to drop that smoke grenade. Chris J did catch a bullet from that CZ-75. He'll be forced to play a bit more passive now. Rop's quite the opposite. Timing just dancing between Breezy. There's 3 members holding middle and yet doing so relatively passively. Mousesports, they've got a nice balance between an aggressive defense. They're getting that nice early information. Smoke's now starting to be deployed. There's only one more where that came from in the hands of Stan. And there it goes, towards Library. This will be the commit.
Eaton alone towards B, 3 players top and middle, but Mousesports know they've got a massive advantage here. No one has to go down alone. It's Frozen. He was looking towards the arch side, trying to fall back here. He'll be overwhelmed. I don't think he'll be able to find a frag either, trying to tuck himself in behind the pillar. It will be Breezy to take him down here, and Kerrigan isolated towards B. He needs backup quickly, and it's going to have to come through middle. Oh, Kerrigan, you're in a lot of trouble here. A chance for EG. They'll bring it back to a 3 versus 3. Lots of damage inflicted, and all the CTs rotating in from Banana. There's enough time here. The bomb only just going down now. 1 smoke available as they juggle weapons around here. It's Robs with a lovely shot with the MP9, but Breezy has to deliver. Not going to happen. Ethan, 40 HP, maybe gets 1 frag here, Alex, but looks like Mousesports got this one tied up.
Yeah, 3 just seems so impossible. He has to be clean on Robs. The spray, he's running out of bullets. CZ comes out in time, but Voxic suppressing fire. And EG, that's a whole lot better than the pistol. Significant progress. A wrap to B. Kerrigan, he was left exposed, only takes the 1, and now the Defuse does come on in. So Mousesports, that will be 2-0. They weather the storm of a rather solid second round from EG.
Yeah, they're always going to be dangerous in those sort of rounds. It's the pistols and the smoke combo that can make things very uncomfortable. A nice push towards the arch position and able to take down Frozen. He didn't get a frag there, and Kerrigan, he realized that he was getting pinned at that point. It's what we call the banana split when you go through CT spawn. He spots 3 players towards that area, manages to do significant damage, only got 1 kill, but it was well held towards the end. Mousesports will find a 2-0, and this is what we wanted to see from this new patch. The fact that Galil's can be brought out now, it's a bit of a Hail Mary play here from EG, and Mousesports need to be very careful. They decided to go aggressive here, thinking they're up against Glocks. They're going to be met by 5 rifles. We haven't seen much of this so far.
It's true. EG perhaps going to show us just how powerful it can be, Stan. Will be forced to pull his smoke out just to stand his ground here in Banana.
The fact they've got smokes and now you've got little bullets, you can assume they Forespore. That's going to change the stance completely here. A chance for EG. They give this one up, though. A 4-0 is on the cards. Bomb still down towards T-Spawn, but this time running the default, getting some control of Banana at least. It's Kerrigan and Frozen towards the B side of the map. They've allowed EG to have full control. In terms of leftover utility, they have 2 smokes. So do they just go for the standard play again of smoking coffins? CT Spawn flashing over. They've got 4 players on that side of the map. That looks to be the case so far. Remember, once more, they haven't really probed towards middle at all. They've shown nothing towards A. Tarek's trying to do that now. But still.
A single flashbang is all they've invested into their mid posture. Eaton will tuck himself into that corner just before the first smoke fades. There's a second where that came from, though, at the 45-second mark. It's likely to be deployed. He's still holding on to it, waiting for a cue. It's Frozen that will provide it. You can see the jiggle with the knife now, with some T utility left, and a bad smoke, actually, from Woxic. A huge gap that Eaton could exploit, but Frozen's tucking in.
5 players on this side of the map. They now have just 1 flashbang and a Molotov. The latter will be used towards new boxes. They're having to wait as the smoke is still deployed, and here it comes. That 1 flashbang comes in. Kerrigan rotates through. They need an opening pick here, but it's going to be Kerrigan to find it as another woeful smoke towards CT Spawn. That's going to provide so much vision, but still they get 1 kill. Is that going to be enough here? Breezy with a pre-fire. The bomb goes down. 10 seconds remain, and Kerrigan, he knows he needs to stay alive here as long as he possibly can. 8 seconds on the clock. Will there be enough time to plant? Just about here. It will go down. 2 versus 2. They've got a fighting chance, but Chris J spraying them down. It's Rops now with a huge advantage. He's waiting towards CT Spawn. He gets the opportunity and he strikes upon it. It's going to be 3-0. Money starting to build up for EG. They're getting the bomb down consistently with the lost one who's coming through. The Galils bring it right down to a 1-on-1, but still, it's a 3-0 scoreline. Do they want to buy again? They've got a similar sort of situation, all hovering around $4,000. I would say yes, the fact they got it so close in that previous round.
How does a professional Counter-Strike team miss that CT smoke?
I don't know, Alex. It kills me when I see that. If you're just going to throw it as you go in, that's fine, but at least you've got to make sure it's dead on. At least, or at the very least, you have to go for the lineup behind. But you're trying to go for that surprise approach, right? You're trying to not telegraph to get back to executing towards B. They only had 2 smokes, 1 flash. Doesn't work out for them. They are going to buy once again. A Krieg, AK, 3 Galils, but this is not sustainable. They can't keep this going forward. Can't just keep force buying, hoping it's going to work out.
I see a nod of affirmation from Tarek, Stan on the mic during their first time out of our second map, of our second let me try again, quarterfinal.
Indeed.
Semi-finals kicking off tomorrow. Already Na'Vi and Astralis waiting in the wings. We do have confirmation of one of them after a spectacular game to start off our day. Fnatic just battling Liquid in a stunning 2-map affair.
They'll limp into the round with 3 Galils. What's the call now? Is this where Mousesports want to get aggressive, knowing their money's quite weak? They haven't necessarily got everything they need. Maybe a change up from them. We talked about this before. When a tactical timeout comes in from your position, that's when you want to start maybe changing things up yourself. Exactly that. Chris J pushing down towards middle. Looking for the opening pick here. Not going to be in the best position with the M4. Ideally do that with the AWP. Preemptive shot. He does a little bit of damage there towards Breezy, but he takes the lion's share down at 20 points of health. So it was a nice idea, but at least he survived.
Pushing down, it's Rops that falls first. That's a huge advantage for EG. Aggressive stance forces Woxic now to solo hold towards the A site. You won't be able to push for too much information. So at the moment, Mousesports mid is a void. And they're going to have to change that. You can see a double rotate. Or in fact, no, somewhat of a gamble stack. I'm seeing Kerrigan leave the site too.
Well, considering EG pretty much finished up towards B every single round, they might be looking to change things here. The bomb's still down at T steps, but indeed, this is what you call a gamble stack here, leaving 1 bomb site completely open. And if they go towards B, you let them have it. You let them win the round, essentially. Does Eaton and Stanislaw, do they have the aggressive nature to actually go in there and explore their options? I don't think they do. They're going to fall back here. Kerrigan's just trying to show presence. Those random shots there, just trying to say, I'm here at least. You should go towards A.
Oh my God, I think it might have worked. And Woxic, he's going to get a freebie. Breezy wasn't ready for that. Woxic, an aggressive push from him. He has the freedom now. The rotate came in from 2 of his teammates to start going for a look. And they equalize before the execute, and before EG run out of time. 29. Eaton will be coming from apps 3, coming out from the long side. A drop from Woxic. He realizes survival is an integral component to success. He has a shot. Frozen does too. Trading equally into the site. The bomb is loose, and now the shots come in. Circ again trading in. He needs more than that. Frozen standing his ground so effectively. It makes it a 1v1. A 10-second chance, and so the plant comes in. Another 1 versus 1, 2 rounds in a row. Mousesports won the first, courtesy of Rops, and Kerrigan deliver something similar.
Circ Didn't really do anything in the first map. If he can win this round, they're back into the game. The money will be shattered on the Mousesports side, but he's up against one of the biggest brains in CSGO. That's going to be Kerrigan, who spots him on the bomb side now. Weapon advantage forward with a creep, and it's Kerrigan. He'll be patient. He'll spray him down. The defuse is no problem. He can see it. That brain is swelling. Gonna be 4-0, finds the creep. And again, though, they get the bomb down. Maximum loss bonus after this one as well. So another buy coming through, but they need to win one of these rounds. They're keeping Mousesports on the ropes. The money is so low. They're only getting $3,500 per round they win because everyone's going down. They defuse the bomb, sure. It looks good on the overall score margins, but the EG can continue to buy here. They can't bring out the orb just yet. Not a massive issue considering Circ is very proficient with the rifles as well. But they need one of these rounds to go in their favor. Can't keep losing these 1v1s.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. We're going to be taking a moment's breather. 3 rounds won by Defuse are back to back to back.
Yep.
Interesting. Frozen, who was a huge part in keeping that A site safe. His rotate from the B site was so early. He could tuck in on that site. He got another kill before Circ found it.
It was a great call, though. If you look, break everything down, like I said, the fact they've gone B, 3 times before that, of course, they're going to try things towards A. They take a gamble stack. Kerrigan actually second-guessed it towards the end. He actually ended up towards B. He was the player left in the 1v1, but he wins it out. No problem at all. And Voxy will have the AWP now. He knows EG won't have that option available to them as they bring out 5 rifles. Another kill in the mix for Eaton. Haven't really had a full buy as of yet. Lots of rifles for sure, but still compromises to be made on both sides.
Frozen on that Krieg as well. That's a terrifying prospect. One of the early adopters and strong with it. It's going to be the first to be tested as well. Aggressive from Ethan, straight up and finds blood. It's always Ethan to bring those opening frags consistently. Up banana, a spurt of aggression. Costly though, Stan and Circ, they have 44 points of health between the 2 members of EG.
Yeah, I believe Kerrigan had no helmet there as well, so the Galil takes him down, no problem. Lots of damage inflicted there. Christian down to 2 points of health. This is looking great for EG. They need to convert this one. Another opening kill. And 5 players making their way towards B. They've tried this execution so many times before. They get towards the bomb side, but they can't seal the deal. Voxic will be a little bit more aggressive in his approach this time, trying to get towards the corner. Molotovs coming through, needs to find the open here. Nails it, and he's got a chance to fall back.
Oh, and get another. Breezy in the crosshairs, won't find the third. Circ ensures that. Into the site. Tarek hoping to find a Freebie over the smoke, but Frozen not going to be giving him anything. The rotate will be coming in. Mousesports knives out. They need to get there as soon as they can. Close that gap. Stan tucked in on the corner. The Tarek is the only one with health.
Yeah, he has to be very active here, and he knows it as well. That was a chance to hit on the low HP Chris J, but he's in the open now. Will the swing come through Ruins? Tarek, he knows he's in a dangerous position. If he goes down, the round could be over. There he is, and now it's up to just Stanislaw. 20 points of health. There's too much trade potential here. Another round goes in favor of Mousesports. The bomb is very close to going off, but the defuse is safe. It's going to be 5-0. Another B execution there, Alex. And Voxic taking matters into his own hands. He knew he had to find a couple of kills there, and he certainly delivers on all fronts.
We're seeing AWPers do this more and more.
Yeah.
As the clock gets towards that mid-round, that 40, 30-second mark, they'll just hold that close line. You can see he did this so early into the piece. He goes and takes that first frag just before the flash pops.
It couldn't be any better, could it? And he knew he was going to be swarmed upon at that point. If he got the third, that would have been so sick. It doesn't work out for him, but still, the money grows on the EG side. They're getting the bomb down every single time, so money's not the issue. This time they do have 5 proper rifles, 4 AKs, 1 Krieg, and most of their utility as Voxic gets run boost across. Still don't have the AWP on the T side here, so Circ, they'll have a scoped weapon, the only player to do so. And another default coming through here. It's going to be 3 players towards the apartments. It looks to be maybe a flash attack from this position. Normally having 3 players here, going to smoke towards library and try and swarm out of the apartments here, but Robs has got the perfect spot just to shut that approach down.
Stan's going to be trying to throw out the initial smoke, and now here comes the push. Voxic falling off, thinking better of it. Flashes were following. Perhaps the right choice, but it's down to Rops, the first test, and EG pass. Looking for Voxic in the site, close quarters, handles the first, will be traded. And now advantage, only for a moment, because, oh, Kerrigan, had he hit another bullet, could have stopped that plant. On the cross, at least one, it was Circ.
Yeah.
But that should be the round, and you said that they've managed to keep Mousesports honest. Finally, EG can start to reap some of the rewards of their earlier hard work.
Yeah, in this version of CSGO, you can have a massive lead, but if the rounds are close like that, you're going to go down to absolutely nothing. You're going to get $1,400 per player into the next round. So it will be round 6 going in favor of EG. Frozen saves the Krieg, a smoke and a flashbang. They're going to have to force buy around this because it's double eco regardless. They'll have a Krieg there, so expect CZs, some Kevlar at the very most. It's not going to look pretty, but still a fighting chance with the rifle, especially the Krieg on the CT side.
Yeah, and we saw what Mousesports could do with their force in the previous map on Train. Admittedly, EG a contributing factor to their successes there, running through the smokes. Unlikely to happen. Admittedly, though, this is Inferno, and one of the powerful things of these CT force buys is those smoke grenades. If EG continue with this tendency of letting that clock slip away a little bit, it could come back to bite them. See that replay. This was Woxic's first, and this is Circ finding a crucial frag. It was actually Eaton, do excuse me. That's his 4th frag, but what a frag it was. Opens the site, enables that plant, and Kerrigan wasn't far off from at least cutting another down before that 1 versus what would have been 2. So Woxic looking for an opening, and instead it's just going to be catching a nade down to 53. And what is going on in Banana? My goodness, it's a brawl. There's a smoke and bullets, and everyone is looking a little confused. Frozen just for a moment had a shot. That was the rifle, and now it's gone. Dust will settle. 3 men will remain for Mouse.
Yeah, that's exactly what EG needed, though. A nice brawl towards the top of B. Managing to take the rifle away, and that's confirmed. That was towards B. Chris J now alone on that side of the map. He has got a flash. Have to do one hell of a flash to actually fend them off here. A contact play towards B would be enough at this point. Smoke towards Coffin and CT spawn, and in they go. Chris J can maybe get 1 hit. The flash is effective. He's only got the USP. Still gets 1 kill, but he's going to go down here for sure. Gets another dink. Robson Woxic coming in from CT spawn, and Banana now.
I wonder if Chris J's damage will help Woxic's project. It won't. Circ catches him. Nice little off angle for him. Wasn't going to be clearing that. And so Rops looks like he's just going to have to reside himself to maybe catching 1 on the exit.
Well, that's going to be the force buy. Not working out for Mousesports at all there. So they managed to get a couple of kills, but it's going to be full eco going to the next round. So Rob's holding with the CZ, looking to see if he can take another rifle away for the next round. But 5-2 should become 5-3 here as Tarek doesn't really need to hunt here, but he will be getting the final kill. Nice work. Doesn't let Robs take anything into that next round, so it should be pretty much USPs across the board here. Maybe some P250s. Chris J has 3,600, so he can probably get a Desert Eagle at the very most, but this is where EG can start to come online now for the first time in this series, to be honest with you.
It's time for a momentum switch. And something EG have always had going for them is their momentum. Even just in their tournament spree, there was momentum involved, and it wasn't until, of course, they took that trip to Sweden. First team eliminated in Malmö. In stark contrast to a grand final victory versus Astralis in New York. It was, yeah, 2 different ends of the EG spectrum.
Look, man, jet lag is a real thing.
It certainly is. I think I woke up at 3 p.m. today. Stan, Tarek, Circ, no issues. Just going to be dealing with the USPs, getting it over quick. Ooh, Woxic, not bad. Not too far off from stealing an AK into that, but unlikely he would have been able to keep it. And so, 3 now for Evil Geniuses on the trot.
Yeah, looking much better now after being in a 5-0 deficit. They finally broke the back of Mousesports. They were hanging on by a thread at one point. Winning so many 1v1, sure, that's great, but not sustainable in terms of the finances. You lose 1 round, and you're pretty much done for in that department. It was a nice approach here with a flashbang over towards middle. 4 players peak, but sprayed down, no problem whatsoever. This is where the game really begins now. We've got Woxic on the AWP, a full buy on either side here. Only 1 kit available for Mousesports here. And it's be Kerrigan challenging for Banana control, the initial incendiary to stop the rush. Smoke off towards T-steps, and Kerrigan, he's going to be pushing through.
He gets to logs here, and doing so as quietly as he possibly could. Now, they're going to leave him. Typically seeing somewhat of a bait maneuver to try and sell that there isn't one pushed up here, but perhaps the Molotovs have done that enough. Chris J having a little glance towards the aggressive apps, won't find anything. Perhaps hearing the steps, though, towards second middle. Breezy's already low, and oh, Chris J spots him, and another 2 as he escapes completely. Scar-free, not for long, though. Circle to find his 10th frag, and now towards B they go. A quick pick-off they have the advantage in more ways than one. Woxic, the only man standing on B, he has to find a quick one here, and Stan's the one to pull the trigger first.
Yeah, much better here from EG. You can see them reacting quite nicely, looking deadly as well. After Chris J's little push towards second middle, it looked like there would be enough there, but the reaction come through. They knew he had to fall back through Boiler. Had he gone through the apartments, might have stood a chance there. They're ready and waiting with the Krieg. It was Eaton who took down a key frag, and in towards B they went. It was then Chris J who will get dropped, and now Robs will have to save the AK at this point, and EG will actually have 4 rounds in a row. The loss bonus starting to build up at the CT side, that's for sure. They'll save the AK-47, no problem, but still not a huge amount of cash going forward at this stage. They are going to be getting $2,900 per player. They currently have 0 across the board, so they can go for the partial buy around this, knowing the full loss bonus is coming in. Maybe Robs can do some damage with the AK-47. He's got a smoke and a couple of flashes as well, but EG managing that well. Kerrigan, we didn't see his death, but he was towards the logs, and that's a very commonly checked position, I have to say. Like, maybe we'd have been better off this, maybe getting towards the barrels, just fending them off the best he could after those 2 frags there, but obviously very committed after pushing all the way down. Not really much he could do.
Crowd here in Odense, a shout out to you. You guys have been consistently keeping the decibels high throughout the first semi and deep now into the second. Our second map, this is EG's pick, and now they're starting to find their footing on it. It's our 10th round on this second map, and you said it, it's down to Rops' AK if they want to have an impact on this defense.
Yeah, it's currently positioned towards the B side of the map. They've got a couple of smokes, a few flashbangs as well. Kerrigan committed towards the sandbags here. Ethan, so good at that creep, but damage will be inflicted. That's a nice HE, softens them up. 5-7, doing nothing though. Kerrigan pre-fired and a couple of kills now. Make it 3. Looks like the round should be done here. Robs will have to save the AK once again. Frozen will be with him. Stanislaw and Ethan waiting patiently now. There's no real reason to rush this procedure. Bomb still down towards T-steps. See if you can get some intel here, as it will be Stan to sneak in towards the B-bomb side.
Tapping away. Frozen, good damage onto Ethan, but Stan's going to surprise him. It should be a clean kill, not if Rops reveals his location. Solid work. One man from EG dropped. The fact that Circ is still sticking around there is a bit nerve-wracking.
Yeah, don't toy with that. You know both players are on that side of the map. Let's go plant. Everyone survive. Job done. Tie things up at 5-5 here. This has been agonizing for Mousesports. After looking so good in those clutch scenarios, they have been severely punished, but some good news coming through. The Robs and Frozen have AK-47s. Tarek trying to remove that fact, and he won't be able to do much for now. That's going to be him removed. Money is relatively strong on the T side, so they could justify that, but it might be the case that's letting them save the AKs at this point with a couple of flashes to boot as well. But this is the pick of EG. They're on the T side, remember, looking pretty good now. They knew they just had to win that one round. It was so close in the rounds previous. As soon as they did, it would be Mousesports limping forward as we enter the next gun round here. Circ has the AWP finally. I don't think we've seen him get many AWP kills at all so far.
No, he really was silenced on train, and coming into Inferno, we have seen spurts, glimpses of what Circ is capable of here in Denmark, but it hasn't been the usual. Hasn't been a standard day in the office for him. Had his fair share of issues. A couple of strong CT-sided performances, but on the T especially, it's been evading him. So the nade softened him up, but Stan, he's been doing a great job of clawing those frags into the B side. He's done it 2 rounds in a row now. Will be a little more difficult this time. We're going to be seeing the full CT buy. But it's good to see the smiles on the faces of EG. Morale perhaps a little higher now, elevated by managing to find, I think it's 5, yeah, 5 on the trot. Ethan up towards Banana will contest early and actually avoiding all of that early damage. This is a luxury for the player that was forced to play the aggressive Banana.
Yeah, Ethan gets full control. It's Frozen boosted towards the new boxes here. Trying to avoid the flashbangs of Molotovs as the commitment comes through once again. So early Banana control. Ethan and Circ are there. Stanislaw the bomber T-steps. Thinking better of it though, starting to rotate. Boxy with the AWP. He's holding towards middle. We're smoked off for now. He'll throw the incendiary just to hold them in that position. But an A finish looking likely now as the T start to posture outside A. They've still got 3 smokes, flashbangs available as well. But can they break down the defense here? 3 players ready and waiting. Robs is incredibly talented towards that pit position. He's got Chris J in the apartments as well. Contact play towards middle. They know there's a chance there's an AWP on the other side, but a more defensive hold for Boxic here.
And just as that smoke, oh, it doesn't plume. Ethan, he was just a little too eager, and it cost him his life. There's more where that came from. Tarek and Circ will be advancing. Woxic is going to have to take a more passive hold. He knows Library could have been conceded. Now the site has been. EG just walk on in. They're playing this so passive. There's 2 members still around the A site. Finally, they cut another one down. Circ's been caught out, but not fragged, and caught out again. Stan, well handled. This should be their round now. This retake is going to be so difficult. Woxic would have to find an absolute blinder. And it looks like he's going to get some information, not much more than that.
Yeah, don't think there's much they can do with this one now. You might be considering the save at this point, trying to bait out shots. I know Circ is there with the AWP. It's a great Molotov as well. They have got a smoke to extinguish it, but there's the call. They are going to fall back 6 rounds in a row now for EG. Very effective play there. It was the initial frag going in favor of Mousesports as well. Woxic gets it, but he was smoked off from the Arch and the Library position. That nullifies his presence, and they wrap around towards the bomb site there. And it's a very defensive crossfire. Both players towards the pit, trying to just hold on, seeing if they could catch players off guard there, but hitting all of their shots. Only one player going down. It's a really fantastic round there from EG. Like I said, 6 in a row now. 3 players survive on either side, especially the AWP of Woxic. He still has $7,000 cash in reserve as well, with a loss bonus is keeping him very rich indeed, but still, round 12 coming up, and Mousesports starting to slow right down here.
Let's go ahead and take a moment with this timeout called by Mouse to check in with Chad at the tactical board.
Yeah, the biggest problem right now, guys, is clearly that banana. We're going to bring it up for you in a second here. What's been going on is EG have the best banana take, I think, in the scene right now. These Molotovs and nades being used so proficiently here, allowing them to apply pressure consistently. We're going to rewind it and just go back a second. Even if Ethan was Molotoved off here, Circ would be putting this one out. So this has been what has really opened up the half here for EG. Let's get back into the game.
It's a good point, Chad. You could see the Mousesports don't really seem up for that fight at all. They're sitting on the bomb side. We've had a couple of instances where Kerrigan actually makes it all the way down, but in a compromised position towards logs. That's the only success they've really had on that side of the map. EG certainly ravishing them towards the banana area as we get into round 12 here. Frozen has a Krieg. There is an AWP in play as well, but do they want to send 3 players towards that side of the map to counter what Ethan's doing right now? Apparently not. Still a standard setup for now. A shot rattles off towards middle with no damage done.
Yeah, they do get the deep smoke down though, so that's some control, but it's so interesting to watch the protocols. These smokes will fade, as rather the Molotovs will be replaced. So that ensures there can't be an aggressive line held, so they flash through. Clean fight and a flash in return. God, it's going back and forth. Utility and now some bullets. Kerrigan wants to stand his ground. He does not want to concede. A nade will tickle down Frozen. Here comes the fight. Ethan, no success this time. Kerrigan makes sure of that. Stan will hold the line for the cross back, but the smoke now arriving. He's just going to reveal the line he was holding. Action elsewhere, though, towards the balcony. Rops, he's got a real shot at this one, supporting Woxic as well. If he goes down, so could this whole defense for the first. Breezy does make his way out. Now Woxic's in trouble, and Breezy, he's got them a way in. Chris J could be the one to close the door, though.
Really impressive scenes there from Breezy. Those 2 high-impact frags now, looking for the 7th round in a row. He's towards the core position. This is the frag that pretty much decides the round. He gets a shadow advantage, but Chris J somehow comes out on top of the M4 there. 3-on-1 now. They're going to break the spell. Stanislaw with 40 seconds remaining. He's towards the apartments here. He needs to sneak out and see if he can find Chris J. He knows he's close, but it won't be enough. It's going to be 3 players surviving, 3 kills for Chris J as we go 6-6 now. Money will start to look pretty decent on the CT side. Same story for EG as well. They've got so much cash. They've had so many successful rounds. Tarek buying the AWP. He'll throw it over to Circ. And now we've got 2 fully equipped teams, completely level as we enter round number 13. Much better though from Mousesports, actually gaining control of Banana there. You could see that, what a different story that was. Denying the control completely with the T-spawn smoke.
It's so exciting to see the timings and the additional thought processes, like layering that Molotov to push through just as you flash through in response. Let's see what Woxic's going to get from this hold. Tag into the calf of Ethan. Their smooth moves do keep their hearts beating, but a bullet connecting nonetheless. Is he really going to take this fight? Again, it's Krieg versus Zorp, and precise as always. An 11th for Woxic and a crucial opener for Mousesports. It was 6 in a row, and he's got 2 in a row. 4! Circ jumps into the jaws, and Woxic, he's so damn hungry here. He's had his dinner. And he's got 5! It doesn't matter where they come from. Tarek couldn't do a thing, and Woxic is a beast here in Odense.
Unbelievable scenes, Alex. It was a questionable pick towards the underpass position, but my God, does he ever deliver. He knows exactly where they're coming from. Look at the shots coming through. This guy is one of the world's fastest snipers. Unbelievable, so good. And he knew the fifth was his as well. He turns around, he gets the intel, he's dropping out the apartments here, and look at him go. Another amazing shot. The high sensitivity prevails as we go 7-6. A statement from Voxic there. He's come here to party, Alex.
He certainly has. He's got high sense, but I certainly would be feeling sensitive after that one. My goodness, that's illegal in some countries.
Wow. All right then, a show-stopping performance brings us into round number 14. Banana control granted again, but this time 3 players on the B side of the map for Mousesports. Circ trying to make his way in. Has got the AWP once again, picking towards those coffins positions. Got a smoke down there to enable him to look towards Emo as well, but very solid smoke from the CT side. That nullifies their approach, and they're going to fall back, reposition, and gather more intel. They haven't done anything towards middle so far.
So after that early presence, it did pull Kerrigan over, but his immediate response due to the silence that falls on Banana is to rotate back to back up what is going to be a full A hit. All 5 members of EG leaning to this side of the map. Voxic, he definitely left his mark last time they came here, and now 1 round later, they try again. Different approach, though. It's going to be testing Rops in pit. He's going to take passive line. Tarek handles the first. Kerrigan will trade in, but EG, back and forth we go. A 3 versus 3 with just 30 seconds. Voxic, he's going to get burned alive. No, he's not. He's safe. Only for a moment. Now the bomb can be planted. It's Eaton. He found the frag, and he's going to be the one to find the plant. They set up for the post nicely as well. Stand towards the graveyard.
This doesn't look good for Mousesports whatsoever. Looks going to be good for 1 this time. Chris J towards quad. Flashbang's decent. He's going to be peeked from graveyard momentarily.
Stan saw him.
I think he might be right there. We'll have a look. Time running out now. Is there any chance of finding anything at all here? Apparently not. Stanislaw holds on. It will be 7-7. Money's still strong on the CT side, but a very convincing round there from EG, looking much better on Inferno than they did on Train. Still, though, the snipers will come out. Maybe a double orb setup here. Kerrigan purchases an orb, but he does throw it over towards Voxic there. They had 3 players towards B at the start of the round. EG with the contact play toward the site, smoked out, back towards A they went, and managed to get up towards quad. No problem whatsoever. Final round of the first half here. 3 players towards B once again. Now, Voxic's going to join them. So does he want to get aggressive towards the barrels and see where he can get stuck in? I think that's the call. But there is a sniper waiting for him at the bottom. Smoke will deny his vision for now, but he does jump over. That's a lovely little gap.
Oh, what a treat it was. The flash, however, just enough to keep Ethan in this round. Last round of the first half of our second map here for our second quarterfinal. So they're AWPing presence. They know it's towards the B site, but are they ready for this setup from Mouse? Look at them leaning so heavily towards short.
Yeah, 3 players in quad trying to deny flashbangs, swing off each other, and it could work out quite nicely. Kerrigan's there behind the hay bales. Decent incendiary as well. They might try to get a boost up towards the canopy here. We'll see if that's going to come through. It is. Okay, I like this from Robs. That's a very nice move.
What a reaction. And the molly to ensure that they could do so safely. And you can see over that smoke now. Their plans will change. EG get that information safely. Chris J, he's going to fall foul to Circ's hold. Lovely pick off. More utility invested towards the A sign. I say more. 2 smokes, flashes, a molly towards the pit. They're looking to segregate, separate, and there's not much the CTs can do unless he pushes through the smoke. Frozen. He wanted to bring the fight to them, but with 30 seconds and now only 2 members left to defend, Rops has to do so much and he can't do anything. Kerrigan only the 1. And EG, they look like they're going to be finishing this half with the lead, albeit by the smallest margin.
Yeah, but they were 5-0 down, so they'll take that all day long. On the T side of 8 rounds, that's actually a very good outcome. Showing the mental fortitude there, not crumbling at all in the second map after being devastated on Train. It's going to be a 4 versus 1 here, but just a formality, really nothing that Voxic can do. He's got 16 kills to his name, trying to pad some stats here, see if we can get another frag here. And it will be Circ to get the final kill of the first half. Mousesports are running away with this one, Alex, but EG weathered the storm, managed to slow things right down. It was that banana control that was pivotal to their success. Can they keep it up, however? They need this to take us to our 3rd map, which will be Nuke. Find out after the break.
No thoughts left in my head. My mind's not mine and it won't forget. But you bring me back from my darkness black. Cause the soul in me and the heart I have for you. It bleeds for you, it beats again. Oh, you bring me to life. 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 Bring me to Oh, you bring me to life. Now you bring me back to life. Bring me to life. No. I stopped on my side, tried to run on a faulty line. I'm safe only, even though we burn from the light I bleed. But she bring me back, not a heart attack could take away all the love I had for you. It bleeds for you, it bleeds again. Oh, you bring me to life. 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 Oh, you bring me to
After being derailed on train, we've got EG right back on track here on Inferno. 8-7.5. Mousesports will switch over to the T side now, and it's a bit of a must-win pistol, Alex. They're going to be bringing in one smoke and a couple of flashes here. No upgraded pistols, and this is where it all starts for EG. Can they bring this right back? Can they go to a third map after looking pretty underwhelming on train?
Mousesports T side. We haven't seen these two head-to-head on this map before, despite 4 games, or 4 maps, I should say, 2 wins. EG looking to get the monkey off their back. Best Mousesports and secure a spot in the semi-finals. Robs is flying up the apartments. And Tarek already catches the first. There's more where that came from. Hard to hit. The target so fast and frozen. Immediate to find just one. Not going to be able to find Breezy immediately. But Robs, more than just good with the keyboard, good with the mouse as well. Bomb goes in. Kit on Ethan. Coming from 3 different avenues as well. There will not be some neat and tidy trades unless they coordinate, and they start to do so. Ethan from Library, he will have the support of Stan, closing the gaps now. Tarek starting his arrival. His battle will be with Robs, and that's a perfect start.
Doesn't look good now for Mousesports. A 3 versus 2. Robs will have to find a few more headshots, but he's getting damage from all over. What is that? Down to 12 HP. A sensational shot comes through. The Glock from doing a can of range. He doesn't hit the shot now. It looks like Robs will be done. That was the key frag. It was the Glock in the back, but the bomb, it's too far gone. They've actually pulled this one off. There was no kit available. Tarek with 3 kills. It's not quite enough. And Robs with the shot from hell towards the pit position, somehow saves the day.
Did Ethan have the kit? Yes, I said he did. He was the one that pushed pit. Robs, his ridiculous reaction wins them the round. The kit drops in pit.
I assumed they gathered it. It looked like it was done. How did he hit that?
Oh, and the kit goes loose. Now suddenly they have to push. He's done enough. Woxic admittedly doesn't find the frag, but he keeps Tarek's attention just long enough for them to not retrieve that kit in time. What a win for Mouse. Demoralizing for EG, but they can immediately take that momentum back with this force buy.
Odds coming in from Betway. You can see Mousesports still the favored team here, but EG, they had a very good first half after a 5-0 deficit. They will force buy in the second round with CZs, 5-7, Scouts, and Deagles. Everything you can think of, and it looks to be an early B commitment here. And MP5, probably the first of the tournament so far, in the hands of Kerrigan. 8 kills to his name as he flashes over, trying to suss out with their CT presence on the other side. We don't like these B commitments against the pistols, and this is why you could walk into a stack, and there's 2 more players remaining here. Tarek holding on. They're going to have to leap up and towards the bomb side. There's still 1 more player to find. Can they get him? They absolutely can. It's Stanislaw. Removed from the equation. Circ and Breeze now both in towards CT spawn. The Scout is there and Voxic is low. Bomb will be planted momentarily. Chris J waiting to do so.
He'll be rushing this one. Circ's going to make it clear where he's coming from. Fires off a couple of shots through the coffin. Hard to hit. And Breezy, he's the one with the kit. Coming from behind. Good damage onto Chris J, but it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be the round. What could you possibly do with just the Scout? Circ's going to save that for a rainy day. And oh, well, catch one on the way out. Tracer fire from Voxic, waving the flag. Letting him know exactly where to throw those silenced bullets. So that's something, but another round for Mouse.
Well, that should be the 3-0 confirmed, and that's going to be 3-0 on either side now. To both pistol victories for Mousesports. They'll take the lead here in round number 17. It'll be 9-8. Circ will say to Scout, but the money won't really be there for EG whatsoever. All of a sudden, $0 after the investment. They're going to get $2,400 per player into the next round. 2 players survive, but not really much required into the next one. Mac 10s would do. Galils would be fine. And it's 4 HEs purchased on the EG side here. So this could actually be a little bit interesting. Are they going to throw them down?
Tarek's pistol here. So 9, 8, 7 bullets, and it just disappears. He has his knife out. Yeah, I think so.
I couldn't tell you.
An interesting exchange. He just completely falls out.
Right.
Mousesports are clearly like dark wizards, magicians, and they cast the spell to eliminate their opponent's weapon.
Bit of mind control going on.
Yeah.
Well, the HEs, where do they go? They've got 4 players towards B, so it's likely that's where it ends up, and they get the opening pick as well. This HEs deliver. It could be a very convincing eco round here from EG. No damage really inflicted, though. Still going to be a 5 versus 4 in favor of the CT side. Circ managed to move Voxic. We'll see whether they can actually recover here. Back towards B they go. Tarek's rotating as well. Eaton is alone. Eaton with just a USP and 40 points of health. Tarek, he's got an HE, still with the default pistol as well, so it'll be one hell of an effort to cause any damage here whatsoever. Spotting 1 player now. The HE will have to wait. Throws it in. That's reasonable damage, but that's a nice kill as well, but still a lot of work to do here. The trade's time to come through, and the bomb site is theirs.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about this one, Circ. He gave them a good go. Nades didn't connect. That would have been their saving grace, at least to soften them up. But, oh, Tarek, he had a good shot at it. Just over the top of the smoke. He elevates himself, does do good damage, but you can't lift trophies with good damage. Have to convert. Stan, just his USP, he's just going to be hoping and praying that someone from Mousesports is a little negligent on their exit from the B site. Tucked in on logs, it will be Rops to start his procedural clear. And looking for the safe exit with his teammates now as the bomb.
Stan and Circ gave it the best effort there, managed to get the opening frag, but exiting towards B, there's actually a chance here. The swing from Stanislaw, this cost him a couple of players now. Good frag coming through, but Circ, he'll look to get another one, which he does, so they keep it expensive once again. Remember, they're doing this in the first half, and managed to get right back into the game because the money was so low. 4 Mousesports, only 1 player survived. That's going to be frozen with the AK. There's still obviously enough to buy. They've got $7,000 on Chris J and Robs here, so will the creeds come through? Not yet. Haven't seen many of those in Mousesports, really relying on the AK-47. Here's the opening kill. Oh, nice,
really?
Nice little zoom in. Oh,
gosh,
is that it?
The tiniest margin knocks the beret off of Voxic.
Double digits found. And the all-bout Berserk here. He'll be towards top and middle, looking towards second. He's got a kill here, no problem at all. That's Chris J going down. Didn't anticipate that swing.
It's such a ballsy move, man. That's so ballsy. Stan lands the nade on Kerrigan. And so early into the piece, they have taken an advantage and they've run with it. Quite literally, as Eaton charges down Banana, seizes that advantage. Wow, there's so much time left on the clock and there's so little members of Mouse remaining. Rops is going to have a go at it. Quick adjustment into the head of Breezy. But this will not be easy. Tarek, another fight, another success.
Chill, CT side, like you've got a massive advantage here. I don't know why he's swinging out at that point now. This is still possible to give up. Eaton should confirm things now. Bombs down in T-spawn, and it is well held towards the end, but they were giving a few opportunities there towards Mousesports. Up on a couple of frags, and we said the money would be battered and bruised after having so many close calls after the pistol victory. And that's evident now. They've got Frozen on $1,400. He'll have to go down to a pistol. He's got a P250, Kerrigan with the CZ, but he still have 3 rifles. Problem is, Alex, they have just a single smoke and 2 flashbangs here. How are they going to make this one work, knowing the Circ has the AWP? What is the play? They do get 1 more smoke to go with the little they had. So 2 in total, 3 flashbangs. That is it.
Doesn't feel like enough. If EG continue with this early opening frags, the duel's not going to be coming that easily this time, though. Suppressed by their own smoke, flashbang from Mouse, and no early contest of Banana. This looks quick. They're going to go straight ahead of it, and now Circ does have to fall off. A panic and a nade. He will manage to evade, and now into Stan, and oh, it's all Stan, him and Breezy. Damn. No issues finding the multi-frags. Frozen thrown into a 1 versus 3. Will try and get across, but it's the line of Circ, and he doesn't miss. Yeah. 19 frags. He's come online exactly when EG needed him.
It was a desperate round there for Mousesports. Couldn't really do much of it at all. Didn't have the utility to really dissect the map like they usually would, like we saw on Train. Banana control once again granted towards EG, pushing them up towards middle. They managed to trade out a couple of kills, but that was about it. Lost bonus not really there as we go 10-10. Really solid hold from Stanislaw here. You can see he's got the confidence to continue applying the pressure with the AK, nailing shots, and his Glocks across the board here for Mousesports as we enter round number 21. No utility to speak of. This is a hard eco from the T side here. EG pretty much guaranteed this one to take the lead.
Frags come easy. They just keep coming. Second and a third for Breezy. Tarek's already pushed all the way down Banana, then leaping down the stairs. Even an SMG frag sprinkled in for good measure. Stan opting for that MP9. He read the buy, and that's going to be the finish. So, clean from EG. And they will maintain that lead. Let's not forget, it was an 8-7 half after dropping the first 5 rounds.
Yeah, they've lost both pistols, and they still have the lead on their map pick. They're being tested here, but they do look like a better team. That Banana area has been successful for them on their T side, and especially their CT side as well. They're looking dominant on that side of the map. So AK is coming out, tactical timeout here. Scoreline looks close, but just those pistols have been working out for Mousesports here. The gun rounds, they have been overwhelmed.
Yeah, yet to see a successful weapon round. 3 on the trot for EG. Heading into round 22. Raging, Kerrigan putting their heads together and their fists. It's time to see what the game plan is. What's the shift? I mean, to be honest, I think the first thing I'm saying on that microphone is let's try and keep 5 players alive past the 20-second mark.
Yeah, well, the problem is EG are being very aggressive here, and that's going to be a problem for Mousesports. If Breezy's able to help himself towards second, middle, Circ's already done it as well. They're going to have problems going forward, and then continue with the relentless aggression here, pushing down towards T-steps. Will they be expecting it a 3rd time in a row here? Time will tell. Tarek looking towards the underpass, AK in hand. Or will be towards Banana as well, trying to lock them in. It's the MP9 that strikes first. Rops, no trade available, and it will be a 2-frag advantage here for EG.
I don't think they're going to be expecting Stan. Element of surprise, not enough. Frozen quick, but Breezy, he should be able to find this one onto the tagged up Frozen, and even more back turn, and he finds the full HP Woxic. That's a bonus. Chris J out of apps, though, does give them access to the site. Bomb needs to be arriving any second now. Frozen through apps, has got his knife out, hoping to get it in before that smoke fades, but jumping in circle, he had a chance. A tiny one, a minuscule chance, but the bomb goes in. 2 versus 2 for this retake now. EG do start to group up. The molly doesn't quite go where it's intended to, and now the nade does do good damage. Chris J, however, he found a way in, and he wants to close this one out. Circ through the smoke. It's all Chris.
They tried to do it once again, pushing down towards the middle position. So convincing frags coming through, but Mousesports, the key kill towards Stanislaw was their access point towards the A-bomb side there. Eaton doing great work with the MP9. It looked like it might be enough with the swing towards middle, but Chris J, once he gets towards Graveyard, the incendiary is down. As you mentioned, it wasn't perfectly thrown, but still a nuisance for them. They had to extinguish it, and then Chris J could close things out there. 11-11, but money not broken at this point. A double orb setup coming in for Tarek and Circ. Money very low for Mousesports once again. They need to start finding multiple rounds in a row here. They're the ones battling for Banana control now. Tarek trying to hightail it out of the Banana area, overwhelmed by the flashes and smokes. Chris J needs to be very careful here. Challenges towards CT spawn, grenades exchanged. Kerrigan goes under 60 HP.
And Kerrigan opting for that Mag 10. Not a single helmet in play for EG, so the SMG does have a bit more of a shot at it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. They send him in first. A snowball effect could come through. You get a quick back 10 kill, catch players and nades in the hand. It's a very nimble weapon. Eaton and Tarek still ready and waiting. The Molotov thrown towards the corner to deny vision for the AWP. They're still smoked out, but looking likely to finish up towards B. It'll be a full execution here. Expect smokes towards Coffin, CT spawn, a Molotov and new boxes, flashes over, and they need Tarek to miss a couple of shots. He's sat towards Emo right now. You can Molotov that position, you don't see it too often. They know let's go for a straight contact play here. You can see that maybe just going to flash over and see what can be done, but dissuaded for now. Molotov will hold them at bay. They have to commit to this.
Yeah, there's still no info middle from the CTs, but they haven't stretched their legs further. Now here comes the push. Tarek flashed off, tucked into Coffins. If they win this duel, it's on Ethan, and only the one. It may not be enough. Mouse take the site, and likely the round.
Yeah, I think that's it. There's no way you can even consider that retake there. Lovely work from Mousesports. A flashbang was very effective. We saw Tarek with the opportunity. Had he stayed towards Emo, I felt like he was got a real shot at that one, but he was in the open by the Coffins. His teammate isolated towards first orange at that stage. Ethan could do nothing about it. One kill was found, but he only takes down the MAC-10. The trades come through. 4 players surviving here. We said Mousesports needed some clean rounds now to actually build up some cash, and this couldn't have gone better for them, Alex. Keep 4 alive. And still, it will be EG saving 3 weapons, so they still have a viable buy going forward. Mousesports certainly can't justify a hunt at this point. They just don't have the resources to go hunting here. Bomb will go off. Mousesports will take the lead once again. 12-11 on their T side of Inferno, looking for the 2-0 here in the quarterfinal.
Just a couple more rounds to make that dream a reality and to continue this unbeaten spree. This would be the 3rd series that Mousesports have bested EG upon.
Well, the save was very important indeed. The fact that Circ still has his AWP. We know how aggressive they've been in these sort of situations, but where does he want to position himself? The top AWPers, you'll see them change position almost every single round. For now, though, we get into round number 24. Tactical timeout called. Now, there are a few options. You can be boosted on the pallet towards middle to look above smokes. You can run boost to get towards boiler quickly. You can look towards second middle, banana. Plenty of options here for Circ. He knows the pressure's on him to find the opening kill. But Voxic has got the AWP as well, likely holding towards T-steps at the start. But this is where EG, if they give this round up, Alex, they'll be 13-11 down with a guaranteed eco going forward as well. Oof. This is a very, very important round.
Hangs in the balance for EG. Will we even see 3? Scene set beautifully by Hank. Let's see then how this one continues to transpire. We are going to be seeing the rather minimal utility exchange down Banana. You can see them second-guessing each other. Now, it's only been one Molotov and a smoke grenade. Such a stark contrast to the usual start.
Exactly. Circ will go towards quad, just to note that. So not hyper-aggressive. Waiting for activity towards boiler and middle. Chris J gets towards the end of the apartments. The bomb's still down at T-steps. Kerrigan, very tentative. What was Chris up to there?
Not sure. Perhaps caught out by the smoke. Thought it was a little deeper.
I think so. Well, Rops will bring one back at least. That's the Aubra move. A great shot from him. Now that's going to pull Tarek away from the B side. Ethan alone once again stranded in CT spawn. But Tarek, I'll think better of it. Start to fall back, and Rob's so good at these plays. We talked about this on Train. By himself, AK-47, very good at finding opening picks. Already found one, and Breezy's got his back turned to him in quad right now. Does he fully commit to this? Got out cleanly so far, but Breezy aware of him, and now they have to go in towards B. 2 players waiting for them, smoked out as well. This looks too good for EG.
Oh, it's the perfect response. Breezy deals with Rops. They will start their execute. Tarek's going to make it really difficult with that Molotov.
No,
what? Frozen!
No way.
How does he find that shot? It looked perfect for EG. Everything did. And in the blink of an eye, this round's been ripped from them.
I don't know how that happened. They had the perfect setup. The smoke was down.
What?
They knew exactly what was going on there, but some unbelievable shots just coming through for Mousesports. 3-on-2 now. Smoke and incendiary available with a kit as well, but the money is broken. Do they even want to go for this one or just save the weaponry? It looks like the latter. Breezy holding towards Ruin. Stanislaw outside the bomb site here. They know they need to take some money out of the pockets of Mousesports, but at this point, the round has gone. And we'll see whether it will be up to Breezy to do anything about this. A couple of kills coming through. Voxic now in a 1 versus 1. No chance to defuse this one, but they have done significant damage there.
Yeah, significant damage done everywhere, it seems. So that's going to be the 13th for Mousesports. My goodness. I'd love to see that again from Frozen's POV. It just seems so absurd.
Crispy. Let's have a look. So he goes through a smoke here. He vaults up on towards first oranges, but the kill was so quick. That's kind of insane. It looked like it was almost mid-air there while jumping up. Eaton, perfect spot. Didn't do anything wrong there. Very unfortunate. And only one M4 brought into the next round. 13-11 down here. They're going to need a miracle into round number 25. This is the round Mousesports is theirs to lose. And Voxic will open things up. Great shot in the crossing. Stanislaw there. Now they can put the brakes on. Wait for those reactions. No one has to die at this point. Kerrigan needs some backup. He can't challenge this alone, and Frozen will be there to do so.
Ethan's reaction just said it all. Mousesports, they're 3 rounds away from sending EG home in the quarters and meeting Astralis in the semis. Kerrigan, he may have the crowd now. I doubt he'd have the lead for the Danish crowd with hometown heroes Astralis tomorrow. Will they get there? Kerrigan's taken another step in that direction, and Frozen can't quite finish it neatly, finally. Last bullet before he tucked in on the half wall. Just 2 remain. That preserved M4 from Breezy is there.
Well, this is it now. Breezy can find multiple frags. There's a chance, but Frozen is decimating his opposition now. Circ, the last player, they know exactly where he is. They can send the bomb flying up towards A. It is going to be 14-11. There was a chance there towards B. Some good HGs coming through. Solid flashbangs as well, but only a couple of kills found. Mousesports will be absolutely fine with that as Circ looks to save weaponry once again. He's got a smoke and a couple of flashes and a P250, so some valuable kit to take to the next round. But 14-11, getting closer and closer to that 2-0 scoreline. Mousesports have really stabilized here after losing 3 rounds in a row. It's currently 6-3 in their favor in the second half.
That round before, I'm just going to clarify which one that was. Okay, so this is round 25. That 24th round on Inferno. Remember it, because you painted the picture of just like how crucial that win was for EG to be broken, concede 14 should they lose, and a shot like that from Frozen gives them the way into the site.
It shouldn't have happened.
It's crazy, isn't it?
A lot of pros have been saying this recently. Like, it wasn't so much that right now, because they've been saying with the Kree being implemented, you could play the perfect round as a CT side, but still, the Ts can just make mistakes, they can make incorrect moves, the Krieg will save them. That was the AK-47 that time, so you can't really blame the weaponry, but it shouldn't have happened. EG actually were so well set up for it. They had the advantage. The smoke was down. They couldn't have done anything more. It was just very, very unlucky.
Oh, demoralizing.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Round 26, they are fully equipped here. Circ with the AWP. Same story for Voxic. He seems to be getting most of the action. Can't afford to give up another round here. There'll be series points.
Let's see the Kerrigan call. Will retrieve the bomb, and they do have eyes on Banana, so they can walk out silently, regaining that control. Circ has middle for now. He'll just be jiggling for that. Hold the line for any Rops hijinks, which is, I mean, you know exactly where he's going to be. If you're playing against Mousesports on your CT side, Apps often housing the Estonian wonder child, and now Kerrigan finding a way in, leading by example, gets the first frag onto B. Tarek has to get more than one. Nice connection. Good spray control. Does take Frozen out of the round, but they're not committing necessarily to B. Look at the flank, though. Kerrigan's positioned himself so beautifully to catch Tarek in transition. Oh, that's brilliant.
No way.
Galaxy Brain strikes again, and now just 2 remain.
That was actually kind of wild. Tarek, he had no business finding that kill. 20 HP, 1 bullet would have taken him down, but there's still a chance here as Rops will at least get control towards A, but Stanislaw, he's got a bit of an off angle. He's going to get the kill, no problem whatsoever. And now Voxic left in a 3 versus 1. A miracle round there from EG. After the first pick towards B, it looked like they were done, but Tarek holds on. Holding the Coffin's position, putting Mousesports inside. It will be 14-12 now. 3 players surviving as well. Circ keeps hold of the AWP, but still with the reinvestment required going to the next round, is still in a very dangerous position. With all the grenades and a couple of weapons that need to be purchased here, they lose this round and they could be done for.
Tarek. He was left to hold B all on his own. Kerrigan got that first frag. They're posturing towards your site. You're the last man standing on it. You've got 20 HP.
Kerrigan hits that shot, the round's done.
Wow.
They'll go plan B. There's no chance you get a retake here. Last of the Mousesports gold into round number 27. 3 players towards quad, a similar setup we saw from the international squad in the first half. Circ, Eaton and Stanislaw underneath the atrium.
Oh, a combination of nades and Ethan's spray gives them that early man advantage. Contrasting to the round before. A real leg up into the round and a crucial one.
Not much left. 3, they get 4 smokes, 1 flashbang, no Molotovs. Bombs way back in spawn. Kerrigan, as usual, using suggestion to keep rotations on the other side of the map from his teammates. Drops smoke and CT spawns. Circ will find the second kill of the round. That's going to be Voxer going down here, looking very good for the North Americans now. Last round shouldn't have been theirs, but they managed to stabilize now. 5 versus 2, as Stanislaw will get yet another frag, this time through the smoke.
All right, Chris J, I'm giving you an embargo on walking through smokes. It's twice. He's fallen foul with the grey screen from his POV. Rops and Kerrigan, they're going to likely get caught here. Circ, lovely connection, his second of the round. Just making sure that this one goes the way of EG. Keeping things close, no complaints from me, and I'm sure not the crowd. From behind, Tarek will be expected. Can't find the precise first tap, though, and so easy peasy. That's 13 for EG.
Yeah, money absolutely shattered as well. Has to be the full eco here. So 14-14 guaranteed. He can't even bring P250s into this round. They've got around $2,000 per player. EG looked like they were down and out. It was Tarek that saved the day, though. They haven't had many heroics from their individuals so far in this series, but this could be enough to take us a nuke. They will have a fully equipped CT side around number 28. Tactical Timeout's not going to do much for Mousesports here, considering, as I mentioned, they've got no money whatsoever. Just going to be discussing their options going forward. Kerrigan has $3,600. They could get Vox and AWP into the next round, but is that going to be their saving grace? Looking to close things out 2-0 here. Everything on the line. EG starting to come to life, though. Starting to see some of that magic.
Lovely work from Eaton. Just a couple of suppressing bullets straight towards the log position, and Frozen, he was hiding within it. Down to 50 from the early HEs. No need to be spectacular when you are precise, coordinated, and EG. Coming into round 28, it should be a completely open and shut case. Just the Desert Eagle from Kerrigan, the slight catalyst to potential success, and already one bullet does land into the shoulder blade of Ethan, but that contest works out wonderfully. The CTs have full control of that.
So, Glocks is going to go with the smoke, I'd assume, try and pounce towards Circ, but he's playing defensively here. He's in a position where he can just take one shot and be safe. There it is. Pull back towards Arch. It's a nice shot as well. Takes Chris J. And, like you already mentioned, this round should be a foregone conclusion, as we'll see. The clean sweep, not quite. Vox will get one at least, and look at the AWP, but he ain't saving that, let me tell you. But he might be able to cause some damage here. Gets another kill. Impressive. Brings it into a 2 versus 1 with just Glocks there. Not bad.
Yeah, that could not have been a more perfect situation for Woxic, given his sensitivity. He can pivot. Right. It's just 180s, back and forth. No issues. And so, completely even keel. This round is a completely foregone conclusion, but this one, quite the opposite. A crucial one. Will likely determine who will have the upper hand coming into the last.
Was that the aggression again?
Wow, look at Tarek. He's even going to get himself towards logs, and in that smoke, he's completely obscured. I'm not sure Kerrigan's going to be ready for this. Maybe, just maybe, he caught a glimpse. He did, and he can punish, or can he? Tarek, smooth moves onto the logs. He's mantled across, and finally shut down. Advantage Mouse, and he can Kerrigan gives him the D in Denmark.
My goodness gracious, it looked like Kerrigan was struggling with that situation. He spots the kneecap, and Tarek fumbles the spray, but he leaps up towards the logs there and finds a 5-on-3. Circ got his clock cleaned there, and we'll see whether Ethan can hold on. Tarek had to do it before, but they're waiting now, baiting out the utility. Waiting to see if there's a smoke available. Ethan does have one, but is it enough to fend off 4 terrorists waiting outside? Breezy will rotate over, leaving Stanislaw alone towards A. There's still a chance I can bring this one back. It's a high-pressure scenario. Breezy will be there. They've read it well.
So they have their resources in the right place, or at least whatever remains, but let's not forget that trap card. Rops, not yet activated.
30 seconds, Alex.
They've got a Yugi go. Kerrigan straight in, and he's still going. 3, maybe not anticipating the push. It's Woxic to catch him. Mousesports sees the 15th, and the spearhead of the assault is the esteemed in-game leader. Kerrigan does it all.
It looked like such a promising push there, but there was one problem. A fly in the ointment, that gap in the smoke. Tarek flashes a little bit of ankle there, and that's all Kerrigan needed to get going. He got fired up. He got really going at that point. He saw that, and he pounced upon them. Manages to get their initial spray. Like I said, it was awkward, but then jumping up towards the logs, anything but on the second kill. Manages to get a third as well. He carries them through the round. As we get into the final here, it's going to be EG saving an M4. We said, going into the next round, whoever won on this one, they would have a massive upper hand, and they can just keep 5 players alive as well. If Stanislaw goes down here, which is a potential with Voxy right next to him, there's a chance that they lose everything, which they do. They're going to have $1,900 on Eaton.
Oh, geez.
Similar story for Breezy as well. They're going to have to call a tactical timeout here. Everything on the line. Circ will bring out the AWP. UMP purchase for Breezy. It's all come crumbling down here.
Okay, real talk, question time. Circ, you've been given the AWP, you know it's probably the best weapon you're going to be presenting into this, potentially the last round of your time here in Odense. Do you really want to take the risk of going aggressive?
I think you have to. We saw it before in this scenario. He didn't go for that at all. He held towards quad, but in this scenario where they've only got UMPs, maybe a couple of pistols being thrown into the mix as well, the chips are down. They need their star player to shine. He didn't get going on train at all, but maybe he can save the day and reset absolutely everything here. If they get this one round, we go to overtime. They'll stay on the CT side while they'll have the advantage as well. The final buys coming through. EG looking down the barrel of tournament elimination here. A 5-7 for Eaton, a UMP for Breezy, a FAMAS for Stanislaw. They don't have a lot, but they're going to have to deliver absolutely everything they can. Final round potentially here. Mousesports with 5 rifles, all the grenades. And what's the play from EG here? Moving towards middle with conviction. Circ with the AWP. We said he had to step up here, Alex. Can he find the opening kill?
Gonna be smoking off middle early. That's 1. No, 2 deployed already. 3 smokes remain for the CT side off the opener. And a 4-man lean towards A, just in case Kerrigan had the balls to call something fast.
Yeah, no one wants to make that call right now.
God, no.
Both teams entering default setups. I say that, Tarek is alone towards B. Eaton backing up the A defense on the Arch side. Very slow approach so far. No one wants to be the first one to go down here.
Oh God, imagine that from a human perspective. When the picture is painted like this, a single player can win the round, can either take you to overtime, or your mistake could be the one that costs your team the quarterfinals. Here it comes, Kerrigan leaps through the smoke, there's no trade, and stands there as well. EG, they've got some fight left, and with just a 5-7, he's taken 2 kills, crucial kills at that. A fight for Breezy's 1 as well. Mousesports completely ripped.
They go through the smoke. There's been a few awkward moments for Mousesports and that particular bit of utility. They didn't have to rush that scenario, but there they go, 1 by 1. It all falls apart, and it's going to be a full forced by victory there. Clean sweep for EG as we go 15-15. As I mentioned, everything reset now. MR3, 16K. Staying on the CT side, EG now will have all the resources they need. They managed to battle through that one. Looking for the 3-0 start here as we get into the first round of overtime. Voxy will change the pace up completely with the AWP purchase. You can see through the smoke 1 by 1, Alex. I can't tell you why they do that. They got 1 minute on the clock, and that's the play you make.
Oh, you know, you can't help but feel, and we don't have the insight, but perhaps Kerrigan, he had that feeling. You know, it's not always going to be there, but he trusted his instinct, felt like he had the timing, but leaping through that smoke into the loving embrace of Ethan's pistol. And we're off into overtime, ladies and gentlemen, and a spurt of aggression from EG. Full blind, Ethan unloads his mag, and not quite going to find a frag.
Yeah, they're so good at getting this banana control. 3 players committed at the start of each round. Ethan tucking himself in towards the corner here. Smoke in front of him, feels better to pull back though. It'll be Breezy that finds Rops, a deadly player towards the apartments removed.
So consistent battle between the 2 of them.
Yes, indeed.
27 frags for Breezy. I think we kind of know who's coming out on top.
Well, 5 on 4. Everyone positioned on the T-Steps position right now, the mouth of the B-bomb site. They've still got their smokes, their flashbangs. I dare say they're going to finally finish up towards B. But the Orba Voxic, he'll be challenging CT spawn first, but Circ is there with equal weaponry. Best they can hope for is a flash over and a quick pick.
There's the flash. But who gets the pick? Circ holding the line. There's likely going to be another flashbang for this one, but he will still have that reactionary first shot.
Incendiary from Ethan towards Coffins. As soon as Circ fires a shot, he'll deploy that.
So their protocols are in place. Let's see if the bullets are in the right one. Easy. No flash either. Completely ready to take another fight, and he catches Frozen on the advance. EG spotless on the defense. There's nothing they can do now. Shell-shocked Kerrigan and Voxic. They hold their ground, 19 seconds. There's bullets being thrown at them from every direction. They can't leave. Kerrigan leaping through a smoke. It's his classic maneuver.
It's his favorite move right now, but there it is. It is going to be a very convincing round once again for EG. Managing to overwhelm the banana position, get the opening pick, and fall back there. And a perfect hold from Circ towards CT spawn. We saw the setup there. It's Eaton towards Coffins of the Incendiary. As soon as his teammate felt any sort of pressure, he was going to help him out there. But Circ delivering on every front there, managing to find a couple of kills, hold them at bay, and deny the plant. And we'll see the replay of that now. Chris J trying to take the aggro, but falling back effectively. There was no smoke there to deny his vision. They didn't want to telegraph their play at all. Trying to make their way towards B, doesn't work out, and this time Circ towards middle, another aggressive stance, finding their confidence once again. It's a nice opening pick. Stanislaw happy with that, and he'll fall back.
Oh, they got the mojo flowing now,
Yeah,
Hank. I can see it. It's so visible in the server when EG do have the wind behind their sails. And it has been smooth sailing into overtime. An opening frag into the second, already victorious in the first. Mousesports. They could almost taste it. Last round snatched from them. Circ will be forced off. They've conceded the banana control, but no inquisitive CTs just yet. Instead, will be the smoke from Chris, likely. Yep, that's the one. That will separate Circ. You won't have any support from the library side. About 10 seconds left on that smoke if they did want to try and take that fight, but instead they just hold. Chris J's the only one advanced up the brackets. That changes now. They'll boost him up. You can really put a lot of pressure on the site. Not so much pit, though, and that is where two members do lie. Kerrigan, oh, wow. Love the moves to get the info safely. Breezy makes it clear where he is, and he's going to get caught by the boost. I said they couldn't find pit from there, and well, Chris J's proven me wrong. Circ on the site, Eaton behind, and it's working perfectly for EG.
Yeah, the old bait and switch there. Circ takes all the aggro toward the bomb side. They didn't anticipate Eaton's position, but Chris J doing his best is not going to be enough as we go 2-0 there. Circ finally looking like himself at this point, hitting absolutely everything there. It was a very interesting battle towards Arch for him and Voxic, but falling back, manages to save the day there. Decent effort from Chris J up on the atrium, does find the quick kill towards the pit, but they didn't anticipate the second player there, and he does just enough. You can see everyone focusing towards the bomb side of that stage. 2-0, Money's still absolutely fine on the T side. They will have a full buy here with the 16K overtime rule set. 4 Kriegs, 1 AK. Can they find a single round here?
I mean, a 3-0, it's surely going to be Nuke. I mean, yes, Mousesports CT side was dominant, but that's a great start from Circ. Tags up Kerrigan, Chris J, he's got incited, and he finds the first. I'm excited, pushing through. Stan, however, catching Frozen, no trade available. The smokes make it almost impossible, and Breezy versus Rops. This duel continues, and Breezy definitely going to be the gold medalist in that one. 3 men remain, and from behind, Chris J.
What?
Oh, I thought that was the 180. Stan was babysitting and does get caught out. So, a very low HP Kerrigan. There's no way you're going to be able to pick up that bomb without some hard work from Voxic, and it will just be Voxic. There's the round. 2 quick kills. Easy peasy. 18 for EG.
3-0 found. We said they'd have the advantage if they managed to take it towards overtime. They're certainly capitalizing upon it. It's a very uncomfortable position now for Mousesports. They'll switch over. They had a very successful CT campaign, but remember, to get themselves here, they had to win both pistols. A 5-0 start in the first half as well. They're going to have to replicate that if they're going to stand any chance here. 1 round against them takes us to Nuke, and we're right back into the action here. It's a single orb setup on the CT side of 4 M4s around it. 3 Kriegs for the Ts. Surprising that Breezy's on the AK-47, but that's where he wants to go this round.
Evil geniuses. They've taken some hard hits today on the stage. And this quarterfinal could very well be extended. Heroics from Tarek that even made this possible.
Yeah, that was the moment.
That was it. That was the shift.
That could have been the GG right there. Tarek somehow making it work from the coffins and then the ruins as well with 20 points of health. Just 1 round required on their T side now. They've got mid control. So trying to fend them off. Patrolling towards the arch side, but they've got a very efficient arch take. They smoke towards the arch itself, the library. They nullify the AWP. Voxic has no vision right now.
Can be smoked off, he'll play ahead of it. The other one's likely to fade a bit faster. A second flash from him, but they're coming from long. Who's responsible for that in his absence? I'm not sure.
I don't think anyone is at this point.
Oh,
They're going to
no.
be pincered. They've got no chance. They're through the smoke, luckily. Christian and Rob's more than happy to oblige there. It looked like the perfect pincer. They waited a few more seconds for the smoke to go down. They would have had all the advantages they could possibly ask for there. They did all the hard work in the opening segments of the round there, but going through the smoke, Mousesports will definitely be taking this round. It's a 4 versus 1 with Eaton with just 6 points of health. Now, one more bullet will do it. Some impressive shots there, but still, Mousesports remain in the game for now. 2 to go to get the double overtime. I can't believe that, Alex. It looked like EG
had
absolutely wrecked them with the control.
I thought, you know, you forced Woxic off. He plays it smart, gets ahead of that smoke, but look at this from Tarek. Straight through the smoke, 1 by 1. I feel like that's not the first time we've been saying that. These T sides, they've had their shortcomings, and that's the first for Mouse. We said it before, they have to string 3 together. Yes, they did it off the back of a pistol, but this is full buys all the way. And that was where EG started to get comfortable, and Woxic, he's comfortable as he flies through the air. An aerodynamic Turk.
You can see a very different mentality from Mousesports compared to the likes of EG. EG on their CT side, they're battling with 3 players with Banana every single time. Mousesports a little bit more cagey. Just holding up, crossfires on the A site, deep, buried in towards B. Frozen and Kerrigan wait patiently. As we go for another default here, Ethan confirms that Banana is clear. They recover the bomb from T steps. Chris J, I think he's boosted on the H and potentially could be underneath it, which he is.
First utility exchange. We'll lock Woxic out. Breezy's going to do the dribble smoke towards balcony, combined with a replacement for Woxic's smoke. Doesn't look like it's going to be that A finish. 3 members to hold it. Rob's looking towards the balcony. Woxic, he's there in tow. Again, they concede that long. It worked for them once. Will it work again? From balcony, they drop. He has the info. 1, not sure if he caught a glimpse of the second. Tagging him up nicely. Looking for the line, but they can't plant there. They continue to be relatively hesitant. Nice shot from Breezy. 3 more on that balcony, and they're staying there. At least 2 members still on that higher elevation over the smoke. Another 3 frags away from EG taking us to a 3rd map. It's looking all too good now. They don't have to rush this, but with 25 seconds, there is a little bit of anxiety about getting into that site. Not anymore. Breezy relieves it all. Chris J's gone. Frozen and Kerrigan left to preserve Inferno. You want all the pistols, all the stars aligned, but EG, a hero round from Tarek puts them here. 9 seconds.
Hold
Kerrigan
on.
and Frozen.
Wait.
Hang on a second.
No, no,
5 seconds. He has got the bomb down, but I'm not sure he can get his gun out in time.
No.
There we go again. Ladies and gentlemen, Mousesports. I don't even think they believe it.
It looked like it was an impossible task there, Alex. A 4 versus 2. They took all the time in the world, which was absolutely fine there to confirm the site was clear, but a little bit too much apprehension once again, and EG give the round up. 1 by 1, they went down. We didn't see the first kill from Frozen, but how did he open things up? And that's where it all started. Kerrigan chiming in at the same time as well. The spray, it lands towards Breezy and Tarek. He has to get the bomb down. He's got no choice but to do so. I can't believe that round works out for them. It was all said and done.
I'm not sure we're going to finish in 1 OT here. That's going to put so much into the Mousesports camp. Reinvigorated. 3 members of the 5, they're sitting there watching a 2v4. They're ready to prepare for nuke. They're thinking about it.
They're already taking their headphones off.
They're already taking their headphones
It's all ready
off,
to go.
putting their shoes back on.
Well, the first bit of damage comes through. It's still the same scenario. 1 round for EG will end it all. They have the advantage for now, and Rops, he's been getting absolutely wrecked in this apartment position by Breezy. But that grenade, that's a strong one. Doesn't do too much damage just behind Tarek there. Kerrigan low. He'll have to hold behind second oranges. I believe Frozen's boosted up a new boxes once again. Smoke goes down. Not feeling comfortable. They've got 3 players towards B. So EG, if they end up towards A here, only 2 players on the site. Looking good in terms of the control. Once again, Mousesports not really battling at any part of the map.
Very close hold on A, stacked up on top of each other. Won't be able to find them both, I suppose, is the thought process. Rob's also with a good line towards balcony should they emerge from there. Rotate from Woxic. The timing of it is not ideal. 40 seconds for the Mousesports defense. EG, though, yet to find the opening frag. They've had the lead in opening duels throughout Train and Inferno, but this one, this first frag, so crucial.
It's a fake towards B, Alex.
A full fake. Flashes over from Circ, smoke as well. What's the reaction from the CTs? 3 are there. Tarek's going to full commit to this one. He has to try and sell it as best he can. His flames to eliminate Frozen.
Oh, they're rotating from A.
They're falling off completely.
Oh, it's happening.
Look at this. Completely open sight. It's the dream, and EG, could this really be it? I'm not going to celebrate prematurely. Bomb in, a 4v4, a four-man retake with very limited utility aside from the Dutchman. Chris J has managed to sneak past the lurking AWP from Circ, and he's so distant, he's going to have to close that gap just in case the frags come in the same way they did the round prior. Rops advancing from the smoke. Circ could catch Kerrigan here, and he does. That's neat, that's tidy. The first for Chris, he needs a second. Rops in tow, needs to find the quicker to pit. And Woxic left. There is not much time left on that bomb, and two members. Ethan, he can survive just by standing completely still, like statues. Another bullet, this time connects, and this is gonna go to 3. EG, what an endurance battle this was. It's a marathon, and it's only map 2.
An amazing Counter-Strike series is unraveling before our very eyes here. EG looked like they were done off the train. They were down 5-0 on this second map, but they were resilient. They managed to pull it back all the way to overtime there. Even towards the end of regulation, it was Tag that had to keep them alive. There were some heroics. We hadn't seen many of those from EG so far, but still very impressive performance there. They close it out in overtime, and we move on to Nuke.